Hey, Chris Jansen here. I had a little bit of a scare recently. And I didn't even realize it happened at first. This was like a delayed reaction. Like if you watch the fucking scary movie sometimes, you think the monster's fucking dead. Like 2 minutes later he jumps out and then you get the fucking scare then. You know what I'm talking about? That's a really horseshit explanation. But it's kind of what this is like. I didn't realize I did something fucking dumb. And then hours later I realized I did something fucking dumb. So I was doing a podcast a couple weeks back. I don't even remember what the fuck it was about, like job interviews or some such shit, I think. And I was talking to one of my buddies about job interviews. This is a person I talk to, fairly frequently. Text, phone, whatever the fuck. And you know what I found out recently too? She does not celebrate or decorate for a holiday. She's the fucking Grinch. She's gonna fucking steal Christmas. Actually, I don't know if she stole it. She's just not gonna fucking recognize it. I don't think she's like taking down decorations, hoarding them in her fucking basement or anything like that. But in terms of just her own decorations, apparently nothing. And I was like fucking stunned by this. I was like, yo, Grinch, this is fucking blasphemy now. Because I fucking love decorations. I love me some decorations. Anyway, I was going back and forth with her over text message about something. I had this fucking stroke of inspiration based on something she said for the job interview podcast. So I went to, dig through the fucking texts, find out what exactly it is that she said that made me think about it, because I'm not going to fucking remember. Like, I got to write shit down. I got a pretty good memory, but sometimes I need things to, like, jog my memory. I couldn't remember the exact thing I was going to fucking say, so I had to read through the text. On my phone, Android phone, if I'm in, like, a text, if it's a solo text, if it's a group text, this won't be there, but if it's a solo text, on my phone, there's going to be, like, a little phone icon at the top corner of the text, which is bullshit. I'm not gonna fucking go to a goddamn text to fucking call somebody. What the fuck kind of feature is this? If I want to fucking dial somebody, or you don't dial anybody because I don't know anybody's fucking phone number, they're just in your fucking phone. But you go to the fucking contacts, you fucking click on it, and you click the phone and you dial it there. I don't want to fucking dial somebody from a goddamn text page. I do this all the fucking time because if you I don't know, I just bump it. I just bump the goddamn button. I accidentally call people. And with fucking cell phones, like, you can't hang that motherfucker up quick enough. It's going to dial. And sometimes, like, if I accidentally dial my mom, I'm going to get a call back in 2 minutes. She's going to think something's wrong. I don't fucking need that shit. So I'm looking through this fucking text. Apparently I called her. I had no idea I fucking called her. I see, like, 4 hours later a missed call. And I was like, Grinch called. Maybe I'll call her and see what the fuck is up. So I clicked on the, whatever the fuck it is. the missed call list. I don't know. Like the fucking recents or whatever the fuck. Yeah, the recents, right? Just to see, like, what time the call came through. And I see, like, Grinch called, like, 11:39 p.m. And then I see, like, 7:30 p.m. a call out from me, and I thought to myself, I didn't remember making no fucking call out. Like, what do you mean call out from me? And then I clicked on it, and I saw that it was like 2 minutes and 30 seconds. You know what that means, don't you? You know what that fucking means? That means that I fucking dialed, didn't know I fucking dialed, and then there's just a 2-minute fucking message. Who fucking knows what I was saying? What kind of fucking vile shit might have come out of my fucking mouth? Me talking to my fucking cats, singing to myself in the fucking shower. Who fucking knows what was going on? But it could have been fucking embarrassing. Think about the shit that you say to yourself all goddamn day. I talk to myself all fucking day long. I say crazy shit. I say fucking goofy shit. I have conversations with myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's dangerous. It's fucking dangerous. So my first thought was, I'm looking at him like, oh, fuck. What the fuck did you do? Like, I hope I was silenced for 2 minutes. If I know me, I'm not going to be silent for 2 fucking minutes. My whole fucking life is based on me making noise and fucking sounds and shit. So I'm trying to, like, go back in time, look at the time, like, okay, 7:30. What the fuck was I doing at 7:30? Do you remember what the fuck you were doing at 7:30? What the fuck was I doing at 7:30? And then I remember, like, wait a minute. Like, I might have been doing podcasts at 7:30. Don't ask me how the fuck I remembered. But I remember, like, oh, maybe she just heard this. But I didn't know. So I call her back. And she's like me in the sense that, like, she doesn't often have her ringer on. Because I don't have my ringer on a lot, which is why I miss a lot of fucking phone calls. If I get fucking phone calls. Or texts or whatever the fuck. I get them when I fucking get them. You know what I mean? So I call and she answers. I'm like, hey, yo, Grinch. What's going on, buddy? Listen, I didn't really mean to call you earlier. So, I realized I might have left you a message. And she's like, oh, yeah, you did. You left me a fucking message now. I was like, listen, I apologize in advance for any dumb shit that I might have said. I have no idea what I fucking said. I was like, please tell me it was just like during a podcast. She's like, yeah, it was. Oh, okay, good. Thank God. At least if I'm making an ass of myself doing a fucking podcast, I can handle that. What if I'm just like talking to myself about like intimate thoughts? Like, going through like my crushing depression. I can't have just like friends of mine hearing that shit. So at least I knew where we were at. At least I fucked up something like that. You ever like, this happened to me like when I was in college and had roommates and shit, or like when I was married or when I was living at home. Like sometimes you just walk around, you're singing to yourself, you're talking to yourself, and then you hear the door open and you just like jump and you stop. You gotta stop everything you're doing so you don't look like a complete fucking idiot. Because most people don't see the complete fucking idiot version of you. You know it exists, right? I know it exists. You just don't show anybody else that. Because people will think you're a fucking psychotic. If you went out in public and you did and said the things that you normally fucking say on a day-to-day basis when it's just fucking you and your fucking animals and your fucking house or whatever it is that you're doing, if you did that out in public, people would think you're fucking crazy. You can't do that shit in public. Nobody sees that. Nobody sees behind closed doors Chris Johnson. This is the only glimpse that you get. Twice a week, 5-minute bursts. I'm as open as I can with you. But you follow me around with a fucking microphone, I just have conversations with myself all day, and you'll think I'm a fucking maniac. Even more so than you probably already fucking do, quite frankly. I'll be back Sundays and Wednesdays. That's when new podcast episodes come down. And I will say, I did this entire episode with a Halls cough drop in my mouth. Technically not a cough drop, vitamin C drop. I think it went pretty well. I might try this again in the future. I wanted to see how it would go. I think I had a lot of smacking, but I'll probably edit that shit out. You won't even notice. But good job, me. Sundays and Wednesdays, though, are the new podcast episodes. Podbean is the host of the cast. Every episode is there. I'm also on Apple Podcasts and Google Podcasts and Spotify, iHeartRadio. I hear I'm on Pandora now, too. I signed up for that shit, but I haven't, tested it. So, I mean, I guess if you're so inclined, I'm on Pandora. I'll have to fucking find out soon. I'm on Instagram, SABaby5minutes. I'm on Twitter. That's a Johnson Hates You. And the podcast is going to wind up in my Facebook timeline as well, so catch it there.